Xylon is a truly revolutionary exterior protectant. Nothing else in the industry is like it. Xylon is a solvent-based protectant as opposed to conventional products based on polymers, waxes, and emulsions. Unlike traditional protectants, Xylon is a long-term protectant that does not require repeated application. It forms a chemical bond with a clear coat layer of exterior painted surfaces, textured plastics, trim, claddings, chrome, and alloy wheels. No acid bath or chemical pre-wash is required. Before application, the vehicle must be washed and dried. Where transit residue is present, a clay bar may be required to remove surface residue before beginning the Xylon application process. Xylon exterior protectant ships in a sealed container backfilled with nitrogen. The shelf life of the protectant once opened is 3 weeks. Application should be performed indoors or away from direct sunlight at temperatures above 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Application in high humidity, high temperatures, or low temperatures will lengthen cure times and may cause streaking. Xylon is not difficult to apply, but its application is different from other protectants you may be familiar with. To begin application, exterior panels should be cool to the touch. Start with your red felt applicator cloth. Fold it in half, then in half once again so that it is a quarter of its unfolded size. Similarly, fold in half your 80-20 microfiber composition cloth. Then fold it in half again, ensuring you will always have a clean side available on your towel. Saturate the folded red felt applicator with Xylon until the cloth is thoroughly wet, but not so much so that the cloth is dripping. Begin with a small section. With the red felt applicator, generously paint over the exterior surface using an overlapping circular, horizontal, or vertical pattern. Once the area has been thoroughly coated and while the surface is still wet, use your 80-20 microfiber cloth to lightly dust off the excess solvent carrier. You do not need to use pressure to remove the carrier as you would in removing a wax. Xylon dusts off easily, requiring only a light hand to flash off the surplus solvent. Do not allow excess protectant to dry on the surface. Because Xylon does not sit on top of exterior surfaces but penetrates the pores of each surface, Xylon will not bake off or emulsify like waxes, polymers, resins, and silicone. When properly applied, Xylon uniquely withstands temperatures to a Boeing-tested 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Xylon may also be applied to textured plastics, trim, claddings, chrome, and alloy wheels. As with painted surfaces, work across a small area, first painting the surface, then dusting off the excess. Xylon also protects interior surfaces and can be used to treat leather, vinyl, fabric, and carpeting. To begin application on fabric surfaces, remove all protective transit coverings and plastics. If applicable, remove floor mats prior to the treatment of carpeting. Use a clean funnel to fill the Xylon spray bottle with Xylon's bulk fabric protectant. Application should be done in a well-ventilated area with the vehicle's doors open. For carpets and mats, generously spray the Xylon fabric protectant across the carpeted surface in an overlapping pattern to assure complete coverage. Floor mats are treated similarly. For treatment of fabric seat surfaces, thoroughly mist a small seating area until the fabric is evenly covered and appears moist. Then move on to the next seating area. Do not soak. Because Xylon fabric protectant is an alcohol-based product and requires no brushing, simply mist the areas to be treated. Excess protectant should be wiped off wood grain trim or plastic surfaces. Xylon fabric protectant dries in about 10 minutes. For leather and vinyl applications, Xylon mink oil is easy to apply, absorbs quickly, and leaves no greasy residue. To begin application on leather interior surfaces, make sure each seating surface is clean and dry. Use a clean funnel to fill the ketchup-style application bottle with Xylon mink oil. For solid, non-perforated leather surfaces, generously apply Xylon mink oil directly to each seating surface, rubbing in until fully absorbed. For application to perforated leather seating surfaces and to avoid buildup in leather pores, do not apply Xylon mink oil directly to the leather surface. Instead, apply Xylon mink oil to a microfiber towel and with a massaging motion, first work the mink oil into the towel until it is saturated. Next, using the saturated microfiber towel, apply mink oil to the perforated leather surfaces with an overlapping motion. Wipe off any excess that may have rubbed onto trim or plastic surfaces. Unlike conditioners that are petroleum-based and may leave a greasy residue for several days, mink oil has been used as a fine leather protectant on handbags, boots, and shoes for decades. Most vehicle interiors can be processed using Xylon mink oil in about 15 minutes.